Aliquippa's population is less than 10,000, and school administrators say their student population is small, the size of a Class 2A school. Pound for pound, it's believed that Aliquippa would routinely smash every 2A school in the state. That is a bad look in the eyes of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association, known as the PIAA. They are the gods governing high school sports in Pennsylvania. PIAA administrators already moved Aliquippa into Class 4A because of its dominance. And they're not finished because they're still fighting to move the school into 5A. Do the folks in Aliquippa feel like they're being picked on by the PIAA?
Absolutely. At this point, I think the community in the whole feels that Aliquippa is being picked out of the pile.
What is the community's feelings towards the PIAA?
I really want to know. What words aren't we allowed to say here?
Got the cuss button on. They are an arrogant, old-fashioned organization.
Folks around town say the PIAA is Aliquippa's greatest opponent.
The PIA is an aristocratic, old man organization that should be gone. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this.
The end.
Do you think Aliquippa is being punished for its success?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got a population of 115 boys, and we play in schools with 600 to 700.
But even against those odds, Aliquippa won 2 WPIAL championships and a state championship title, while going undefeated last year in Class 4A. The PIAA wasn't having any of that.
So then they wanted to move us to 5. We filed an appeal, and in that appeal we were successful, and we argued health and safety. 5A, they have triple the amount of students to choose from, and they have triple the allotment of people per position.
We only dressed 36 kids, where we played a team that probably had 70 or 80 on their team, where they got 2 or 3 platoons. I mean, physically, we stood up the test of time, but one injury away, you know, the games can drastically change.
Their terminology was health and safety will not be considered as a factor, and then that's when we filed the court complaint, and the court sided with us that health and safety is important. So then they filed an appeal to overturn the emergency injunction. And then from that appeal, they filed a second appeal to overturn that injunction. And then they were attempting the third one. And at that point, they rescinded it.
Chronicle made several requests for an on-camera interview with PIAA Executive Director Robert Lombardi. Each time, he was too busy or not in the office.
I think they're ignorant to our situation and our students' circumstances. I don't think they have an understanding of the type of community we have. They're just ignorant, or they don't have the capacity to understand how their role is affecting our community.
The courts get it.
The courts do get it, yes.
This guy was crazy when he played.
Former coach Donald Yanessa believes the PIAA is resentful of Coach Mike Warfield for 2 reasons. Number 1, leading the small school to a state title while going undefeated in 4A.
They're sick of it because no matter what happens, no matter where they go, they win, and they win big.
And number 2, students transferring into the Aliquippa program. Exhibit A, Jamar Allen. He was suspended for his junior year after transferring from North Hills to Aliquippa.
To attend Aliquippa, he's suspended for a whole year. You take away a kid's whole year of high school athletics.
I told him, I said, Mike, it's just the way it is, the lay of the land. I mean, they're jealous of you, and they hate the fact that they think you're spitting in their face and you're getting away with it.
And the PIAA fight to move Aliquippa into 5A is still a legal battle that is tied up in court.
I totally think it is biased and it's affecting our kids because our kids, like I said, is just trying to survive. Moving here, moving there, gotta move here, gotta go stay with grandma, gotta come back and move with auntie, and they're just trying to survive, and they're being punished for that.
All the outside noise is just outside noise.
What are your expectations coming up against the 3A champions in your house on Friday?
My expectations for us are high. You know, we're the Clips.
This is my last game of the season, because obviously I'm a senior, so this gonna be. I feel like this is the most important game in my life right now.
Countdown to the first kickoff.